Welcome to this transformative self-coaching program designed to help you integrate and heal the pattern and beliefs of guilt. This is an emotional EMDR mini course whose goal is to guide you through a process of understanding, reframing, and building resilience to this pattern and beliefs. It is recommended that you use this program in full screen mode, while sitting still and upright. Follow the movements of the ball or pattern on the screen with your eyes. As the words from the audio are spoken, notice the feelings they evoke in your body and any mental images that may arise. If your mind starts to wander, gently redirect your focus back to the moving ball or pattern. Optionally, or if you are not able to use video, you can also tap on one or more EFT points. How it works. In step 1, we evoke the distressful emotional state of the belief or pattern. Note: this can be emotionally triggering. Take full responsibility for your well-being. In step 2, we offer ourselves loving, compassionate self-acceptance for this state and beliefs. We then reframe the belief, pattern or state with new positive suggestions to the mind. We then bridge the mind into the new, more positive reality. We finally express gratitude for the new positive reality, taking it as fact. Ready. Section 1. Unpacking emotional experiences. We begin with a setup of the issue. Even though I struggle with this pattern, I choose to still deeply love, honor and accept myself, and I am open to a more empowering state of being. Take a deep breath. I feel overwhelmed by guilt, as if I'm carrying a heavy burden that's been with me for ages. I am consumed by the thought that I've let others down, and this guilt haunts me constantly. I often feel undeserving of happiness because of my past actions, and guilt is a persistent reminder. Guilt makes me feel like I'm always in the wrong, no matter what I do. I'm plagued by thoughts that my mistakes are unforgivable, and this guilt is suffocating. The guilt from my past actions feels like a dark cloud, overshadowing my present moments. I constantly feel like I need to make amends, but the guilt never seems to lessen. I am haunted by the guilt of words unsaid and actions not taken. This guilt often leads me to believe that I am fundamentally flawed or bad. I feel trapped by my guilt, as if it's a barrier to moving forward in life. Guilt makes me second-guess my decisions, fearing they'll lead to more mistakes. I feel a deep sense of guilt for not living up to others' expectations, or even my own. Guilt from my past feels like a chain, holding me back from true happiness. I often lie awake at night, consumed by guilt over things I could have done differently. This guilt fills me with a sense of dread about the future, fearing I'll repeat my past mistakes. Section 2. Feel into this balanced, compassionate perspective from your inner coach. Maintain your attention on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. I warmly welcome my feelings of overwhelming guilt, recognizing them as part of my journey. I gently accept the thought of letting others down, understanding it reflects my caring nature. I lovingly acknowledge my feelings of undeserved happiness due to past actions, seeing them as a call for self-forgiveness. I compassionately hold the belief of always being wrong, understanding it's part of my learning process. I kindly accept the thought that my mistakes might be unforgivable, knowing it's a step towards healing. I embrace the dark cloud of past guilt, seeing it as a part of my story that needs acknowledgement. I hold space for my constant need to make amends, understanding it's a sign of my deep empathy. I gently welcome the guilt of words unsaid and actions not taken, recognizing it as a part of my human experience. I lovingly observe the belief that I might be fundamentally flawed or bad, knowing it's a part of my growth. I compassionately acknowledge feeling trapped by guilt, seeing it as a pathway to learning and liberation. I accept my second-guessing due to guilt, understanding it as a sign of my desire to do better. I warmly hold the guilt of not meeting expectations, recognizing it as an indicator of my commitment to growth. I lovingly acknowledge the chain of past guilt, seeing it as a reminder of my depth and humanity. I gently accept lying awake at night consumed by guilt, understanding it's a part of my reflective nature. I compassionately embrace the dread about the future, knowing it's a sign of my concern for growth and improvement. Section 3. Visualizing positive change. Take a deep breath. I am choosing now to see my overwhelming guilt as a powerful motivator for positive change and self-improvement. I am open to the possibility of transforming my feelings of letting others down into opportunities to learn and grow in compassion. I am willing to explore how my feelings of undeserved happiness can lead to a deeper understanding and acceptance of myself. I embrace the idea of turning my belief of always being wrong into a journey towards self-confidence and assertiveness. I am ready to let go of the belief that my mistakes are unforgivable, and instead see them as valuable lessons. I am open-minded about viewing the dark cloud of past guilt as a reminder of my growth and resilience. I am prepared to see my constant need to make amends as a strength, showing my commitment to relationships and personal integrity. I am choosing to focus on transforming the guilt of words unsaid into a commitment to clear and honest communication. I am receptive to seeing my feelings of being fundamentally flawed as an opportunity for deep personal transformation. I am willing to consider that feeling trapped by guilt can lead to breakthroughs in personal freedom and self-awareness. I am open to the possibility of using my habit of second-guessing as a tool for developing more thoughtful and mindful decision-making. I am ready to embrace not meeting expectations as a chance to redefine success on my own terms. I am beginning to see the chain of past guilt as a source of wisdom and empathy. I am choosing to view lying awake with guilt as a moment for introspection and self-compassion. I am willing to challenge my dread about the future, transforming it into a hopeful vision for personal growth and positive change. Section 4. Bridging the two worlds from emotion to aspiration. Remember to maintain your focus on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. Even though I feel overwhelmed by guilt, I warmly welcome these feelings as part of my journey, and I am choosing now to see them as a powerful motivator for positive change and self-improvement. Although I am consumed by the thought that I've let others down, I gently accept this understanding as it reflects my caring nature, and I am open to transforming these feelings into opportunities for growth in compassion. While I often feel undeserving of happiness because of past actions, I lovingly acknowledge these feelings as a call for self-forgiveness, and I am willing to explore how they can lead to a deeper understanding and acceptance of myself. Even though guilt makes me feel like I'm always in the wrong, I compassionately hold this belief as part of my learning process, and I embrace the idea of turning it into a journey towards self-confidence and assertiveness. Although I'm plagued by thoughts that my mistakes are unforgivable, I kindly accept this thought, knowing it's a step towards healing, and I am ready to let go of this belief to see my mistakes as valuable lessons. While the guilt from my past actions feels like a dark cloud, overshadowing my present moments, I embrace this as part of my story needing acknowledgement, and I am open-minded about viewing it as a reminder of my growth and resilience. Even though I constantly feel the need to make amends, I hold space for this as a sign of my deep empathy, and I am prepared to see this constant need as a strength, showing my commitment to relationships and personal integrity. Though I am haunted by the guilt of words unsaid and actions not taken, I gently welcome this guilt as part of my human experience, and I am choosing to focus on transforming it into a commitment to clear and honest communication. While this guilt often leads me to believe that I am fundamentally flawed or bad, I lovingly observe this belief, knowing it's part of my growth, and I am receptive to seeing it as an opportunity for deep personal transformation. Although I feel trapped by my guilt, I compassionately acknowledge it as a pathway to learning and liberation, and I am willing to consider that this feeling can lead to breakthroughs in personal freedom and self-awareness. Even though guilt makes me second-guess my decisions, I accept this, understanding it as a sign of my desire to do better, and I am open to the possibility of using it as a tool for developing more thoughtful and mindful decision-making. While I feel a deep sense of guilt for not living up to others' expectations, I warmly hold this guilt, recognizing it as an indicator of my commitment to growth, and I am ready to embrace not meeting expectations as a chance to redefine success on my own terms. Although guilt from my past feels like a chain holding me back from true happiness, I lovingly acknowledge this as a reminder of my depth and humanity, and I am beginning to see it as a source of wisdom and empathy. Even though I often lie awake at night, consumed by guilt over things I could have done differently, I gently accept this as part of my reflective nature, and I am choosing to view it as a moment for introspection and self-compassion. While this guilt fills me with a sense of dread about the future, I compassionately embrace it, knowing it's a sign of my concern for growth and improvement, and I am willing to challenge it, transforming it into a hopeful vision for personal growth and positive change. If you were tapping, you can stop as we go into gratitude. Section 5. Preemptive gratitude for transformation. I am deeply grateful for my journey through guilt, as it has led me to a profound understanding of forgiveness and compassion. I give thanks for the insights gained from feeling guilt, as they have helped me grow in empathy and kindness towards others and myself. I am thankful for the lessons learned from my past actions, which have guided me towards a more loving and accepting self. I appreciate my ability to transform feelings of guilt into opportunities for self-improvement and assertiveness. I am grateful for recognizing that my mistakes are not unforgivable, but valuable lessons that enrich my life experience. I give thanks for the strength I have found in facing and acknowledging my past guilt, leading me to resilience and inner peace. I am thankful for my deep empathy and commitment to making amends, as it reflects my strong values and integrity. I appreciate my journey from guilt to clear communication, enhancing my relationships and self-expression. I am grateful for the opportunity to transform feelings of fundamental flaw into moments of personal growth and self-acceptance. I give thanks for the liberation I have found in overcoming the trap of guilt, leading me to personal freedom and self-awareness. I am thankful for my ability to turn second-guessing into mindful decision-making, enriching my life choices. I appreciate my journey of redefining success, moving beyond guilt and embracing my own standards and values. I am grateful for the wisdom and empathy that have come from understanding my past guilt, enriching my relationships and self-view. I give thanks for the introspection that guilt has prompted, leading me to greater self-compassion and understanding. I am deeply thankful for transforming my dread about the future into a hopeful vision of growth and positive change. Section 6. Closing and next steps. Take a deep, rejuvenating breath. Congratulations on completing this transformative session. Take a note of how you feel in comparison to how you started, and consider journaling your notes about this session and any areas you'd like to explore. Be attentive to the potential reduction in the emotional weight of certain memories and actual circumstance shifts in your daily life. Note that it may take one, several, or many uses of this program to completely clear or reframe this pattern and beliefs. This program and affirmations serve to fortify your inner journey toward a more empowered state. Feel free to revisit them whenever you need to. For more details, see the link in the bio or description below.